Standard Occlusion Theory for TMD. I am Sotokawa, a dentist practicing in Morioka City, Japan. This theme covers the occlusion theory essential for treating temporomandibular joint disorders, organized into the following 24 topics. This time, I will explain the 16th topic. Smile design. 16. Smile design. Contents. 1. Functional smile design. 2. Natural aesthetics. 3. Smile design and diagnostic models. 4. Where to begin with anterior restoration. A. Confirming centric relation. B. Anterior occlusal contacts in centric relation. C. Immediate molar separation. 5. Morphological modification procedure. A. Model morphological modification marking interference areas. B. Model morphological modification adjusting interference areas. C. Diagnostic wax-up of model mandibular anterior teeth. D. Appropriate occlusal contact. E. Diagnostic wax-up. F. Impression of diagnostic wax-up. G. Temporary restoration placement. 1. Functional smile design. Dawson discusses smile design in Chapter 16 of Functional Occlusion, titled Functional Smile Design. The chapter opens with the statement, "The more functional the smile design, the better it becomes." This indicates that functionality and aesthetics are deeply interrelated, and that the position and form of anterior teeth based on functionality form the foundation for aesthetically superior anterior tooth design. This time, we will explain smile design based on functionality. Furthermore, we will introduce methods for determining the final crown morphology that harmonizes with the patient's appearance. 2. Natural aesthetics. Dawson advocates natural aesthetics in cosmetic dentistry, beauty based on a natural aesthetic sense tailored to each patient's individuality. Most patients seek front teeth that form a natural-looking, aesthetically pleasing smile. This has brought about an aesthetic revolution in dentistry. Natural aesthetics is based on established standards and is by no means a trial-and-error treatment approach. Dawson demonstrates that there are clear anatomical standards for tooth form, position, and inclination, and that understanding these is crucial. 3. Smile design and diagnostic models. To achieve an aesthetically pleasing smile design that harmonizes with masticatory function, it is necessary to determine the appropriate morphology, position, and inclination of the anterior teeth. When a patient has malocclusion or occlusal interference, it is impossible to provide the anterior teeth with the appropriate morphology, position, and inclination. Therefore, to achieve the patient's smile design, it is necessary to perform occlusal analysis using diagnostic models mounted in centric relation on a semi-adjustable articulator and eliminate occlusal interference. 4. Where to begin with anterior restoration. Before establishing an aesthetic smile design, it is necessary to analyze the following items and confirm any abnormal findings. A. Confirmation of centric relation. B. Anterior tooth occlusal contact in centric relation. C. Molar immediate separation. Each will be explained below. A. Confirming centric relation. As shown in the illustration above, before beginning anterior tooth restoration, it is necessary to examine the condition of the temporomandibular joint and confirm whether the TMJ is healthy and capable of being positioned in the ideal centric relation. Specifically, a load-bearing test must be performed to verify that centric relation has been achieved. If signs indicating TMJ dysfunction are observed, anterior tooth restoration cannot be designed. B. Anterior tooth occlusal contact in centric relation. It is necessary to evaluate the anterior occlusal relationship in centric relation. The goal is anterior contact without molar interference or premature contact in centric relation. As shown in the right illustration, if anterior contact cannot be achieved in centric relation due to molar occlusal interference, anterior restorations cannot be designed. C. Molar immediate separation. The most important function of anterior occlusal guidance is immediate molar disengagement when the mandible moves from its centric relation. This immediate molar disengagement prevents excessive molar wear and reduces forces on the anterior teeth. To achieve this immediate molar disengagement, it is necessary to establish anterior occlusal contacts free of molar occlusal interference. 5. Morphological modification procedure. A. Model form modification. Marking of interference areas. As shown in the photo on the right, occlusal analysis of the posterior teeth can be performed using models mounted in centric relation. Bite registration paper is used to mark areas of interference that prevent anterior tooth contact in centric relation. The articulator should be locked in centric relation at this stage. B. Model form modification. Adjustment of interference areas. As shown in the photo on the right, when occlusal adjustment is determined to be the optimal choice for morphological correction, adjusting the occlusion of the molars lowers the vertical dimension of occlusion, allowing the anterior teeth to make contact in centric relation. C. Diagnostic wax-up of model mandibular anterior teeth. The diagnostic wax-up of the lower anterior teeth shown in the photo clearly indicates what restorations are needed to achieve centric relation occlusal contact. D. Proper occlusal contact. As shown in the photo on the right, the appropriate occlusal contact can be determined through model molar occlusal adjustment and wax-up of the mandibular anterior teeth. E. Diagnostic wax-up. The photo on the right shows the completed diagnostic wax-up. The diagnostic wax-up does not represent the final form of the anterior teeth. This diagnostic wax-up serves as a reference for fabricating the provisional restoration. The position and form of the incisal edges, labial bulges, and anterior guidance will be finalized in the mouth by adjusting the placed provisional restoration. F. Diagnostic wax-up impressions. A diagnostic wax-up allows us to determine the approximate position and shape of the anterior teeth. As shown in the photo on the right, we take an impression for the diagnostic wax-up using silicone impression material. This impression is then used to fabricate the provisional restoration. G. Placement of a provisional restoration. When placing a provisional restoration, inform the patient as follows. Please pay close attention to how this temporary tooth feels. Let us know if it feels uncomfortable, interferes with speech, or if you dislike its appearance. We can make adjustments to any aspects you are unhappy with. By placing the provisional restoration in the patient's mouth, we analyze its harmony with the lips, its impact on speech function, comfort, and smile aesthetics to determine the final crown design. Standard occlusion theory for TMD. 16. Smile design is now complete. If you enjoyed this topic, please click the like button. If you have any questions or concerns, please write them in the public comment section below. The next topic is the 17. Anterior guidance.